Good morning, Princess. I am leaving the hotel now, out front waiting for an Uber to take me over to Paultons Park, home of Peppa Pig World. I don't know if you're supposed to say that every time, but that's what all the marketing materials say. So, I am running a bit late, but I had a few little things to take care of this morning, but it's fine. The park is open, I think, until 7, and it's not very big. So I think I'm all good. And I think that's the Uber there, so I will see you on the way, or at the park. We'll see. Well, I'll see you soon. Not our cruise ship. And after maybe a 15-minute ride through the very pretty English countryside on this rather gloomy day, unfortunately, it has warmed up just a smidge from last night, it feels, or maybe I'm just getting acclimatized. Little British English lingo there. Here we are at Paultons Park. I see one of the coasters is running, the one right here. I haven't seen it go yet, so we'll find out what the deal there is once we get inside. I have my ticket. The gates are over there, so let's head in. They are still doing their Halloween activities until I think next Wednesday or so. Don't know really what that entails, if there's a parade or some shows or something. We're gonna find out and we'll check it out. I think even the parks back home are continuing their Halloween festivities for a little while. But what a special treat to be here during something like this. All right, let's grab the ticket and head in. Well, I wish, I could start off with the Wild Forest breakfast, or at the Wild Forest breakfast. Ooh, and a Paultons breakfast. You know what, maybe, gonna go check out the lunch menu first at some of the places. That's probably what I'll do, although I gotta decide soon since I only got like 20 minutes. And Halloween is still in full force here. Look at all the pumpkins everywhere, and ooh, this weird thing. And ooh, arachnophobia warning. This cart with all the pumpkins actually looks like a cannon from far away. Now this is quite exciting, something I don't usually do. I'm about to go get a park map. Okay, I have my guide map, and I've walked all the way over to the, I think this is the western end of the park, and I'm just going to start here and work my way all the way to the other end. I think the other end is where Peppa Pig has his little area, so I guess that would be the best place to conclude the day. So stay tuned, and it's time for our first ride. I think this is called Edge. Okay, no lines, so let's go. That was the Edge. Really fun. It's like the one ride I think I got to ride at Six Flags St. Louis last year. They call it in their spiel their most thrilling ride. I don't know about that, since they do have some roller coasters, which we are going to try next. Also, they do allow re-rides apparently. There were some guests that stayed on. It wasn't full even, so I guess that might have something to do with it. But let's figure out what this is and take it for a spin. We all know how much I love photos, and they do have a photo pass package here for £25, which is not a bad price, but it only includes 4 digital photos. I'm going to inquire if they have an unlimited option, because that might be worth it. Sadly, they do not have an unlimited option on that. It's just the 4 for $25, but it's 4 digital and 4 prints. Not sure again what I would do with the prints, but that's the deal. That's all I got. So our next trip will be here aboard Cobra. There is a bit of a line, but the station isn't full, so I don't know, maybe 10-15 minutes at most. Either way, this looks kind of fun. I think more fun than the other one, more exciting than the other one, I hope. Let's give it a try. Cobra was super fun, a really small coaster, lots of different elements, tosses you around a little bit. One thing, pro tip I guess they don't allow hats on any of the attractions. I had to take it off here. That's fine. And I don't know, I feel like the tolerances for like the rides here are a little bit, let's just say the envelope is narrower, so a head chopper really is a head chopper. Anyway, next up is, be back in a second. This is Magma. It's a drop tower, which looks a lot bigger from afar. And there's no line, so hopefully it's kind of a walk-on. Over there at Cobra, the wait was not even 5 minutes. The way the line is configured, it looked like there were more people. All right, time for Magma. Oh, come on, move. And Magma was surprisingly fun, a lot longer than I expected. I mean, it was a good minute and a half. I guess for being a very short drop tower, they just make it a little bit longer. It does spin around, which is nice. So you do get a view of the park and the countryside, which is super nice. It's noon, just afternoon, and that means it's lunchtime. So I don't know if I'm gonna ride a couple more rides and then get something, or take a break now. I don't know. What do you think I should do? Or what do you think I'm gonna do? Maybe I'll ride these here just to get it over with. Well, I shouldn't say get it over with, but to ride them. And then see what is the next food venue that comes up. I'm not really sure. They do have a cafe right at the front of the park, which is very close. I don't like being so indecisive because I have to make a choice now. And here's what I did. What I did was decide to at least ride Velociraptor. Right here. It's a little out and back, or I think, not really sure. Maybe I should learn the names of all these coaster types. Wow, Velociraptor was super fun. The backwards part is definitely the highlight. It's a really quick ride, but there was no line. It was a walk-on, and yeah, super fun. So, I might skip, what is this, Little Explorer? I don't think I'd fit. In fact, you know what, I'm gonna go see if there's a maximum height for this one. It's just because I'm curious, but I don't think so, because there's parents aboard. And now we are at Flight of the Pterosaur. Finally found a ride that does have a maximum height, 6 foot 8.5 inches. I wonder how many guests actually have a problem with that. Well, not me, so let's go. So this is the entire queue for the ride, but there's no way to avoid it. So Flight of the Pterosaur was super fun. I got front row, which was good. This is one that I will probably rewrite. We'll definitely have time. But on my rewrite, I will sit in the back row to see how that is. Next up is the Dinosaur Tour Company. It's a little Jeep ride through some jungle or something like that. Looks fun, but it has a picture. At least gotta check it out. Let's do it.
That's a Myosaura. Oh man, she's got a nest, look, with eggs in it.
Well, this is the Dinosaur Tour Company, and it is a ride where I can wear my hat.
Did you hear that?
Uh-oh.
That sounded mighty close. Okay, so I know I may come across as a fearless, intrepid explorer.
Oh no!
Here's my aeroplane. Good job I had my bells on. It was a bit of a bumpy landing. Can you see it?
Alright, if he's not a good pilot, why would he be a good tour guide?
Check out the magical waterfall there. This fine-looking dino is an iguanodon.
And here we have an iguanodon.
Hello.
So,
Give me some
we
money.
finally found our dino. Take that, Dr. Marsh.
He takes pics of everyone, then plants them on the wall in Outpost 12 for all to see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wasn't expecting that. Best get out of here.
Well, that's the end of the tour on the Dinosaur Tour Company. That actually was super fun. We did find our dino, the iguanodon back there, so something to look forward to, and I gotta get out of here. Okay, I think I was supposed to exit there. It's not very clear, but being a responsible, I guess, adult, it worked out. It is definitely lunchtime. It is just before 1 o'clock, so I gotta find something to eat. I'm gonna walk over to the restaurant by the entrance and see what they have there. It looks like the biggest one, probably the most variety. The weather is holding steady. It feels a little bit cooler than it was before, well, in the morning, and I did feel some rain back there on the roller coaster, but that's okay. Don't think it's gonna pour or anything, but I guess I should be ready in case something does happen. The coaster over here, I haven't seen it run all day. I don't know what it is. I'll find out a little bit later, but right now the thing is food. And after much deliberation, I finally settled on basically the kids' fish and chips. I ordered it with no problem, no questions. There never is at the quick service. With a 7-Up. They didn't have any diet drinks, or at least that I could tell. And wow, is this sweet. I don't have regular sodas that much, so it's kind of shocking. Anyway, it's the fish bites meal. This whole thing, the drink was included, I guess came out to $6.85, and yeah, so that's not a bad deal. However, I am quite impressed by their use of a wood fork. They also have wooden knives over there. I guess I should have gotten one to show you, but I think that's pretty cool. And paper straws. I don't understand the hate for the paper straws. I remember them when I was a kid, and I actually prefer them, so good on Paultons.
Ding dong, trick or treat, walking up and down the street. Halloween night is way too cool.
Well, that's a fun little Halloween show they have going on there. And my lunch was good for theme park food. The little kids fish and chips, whatever, it did the trick. Now I'm heading into Peppa Pig World, a character which I only kind of sort of knew about. I really only found out about like a few months ago or something. I don't know if this is new or not, but it's actually pretty cool. It's very large, so I'm gonna go. I'll check out what I can. There might be some maximum heights on these. We'll find out. It looks like they had a tiny little mishap. One of the pigs fell off the sign. Here we are at the Queen's Flying Coach Ride. Maybe I should look into these characters first.
Yes, one can see. Oh, wave to everyone.
Well, here we are aboard Captain, I don't remember. Captain something boat ride. It's just a little boat ride through all the Peppa Pig characters, who I also don't know. But it's kind of fun. Actually, it's a little bit thrilling. It spins around a lot. Although I don't know whether that's because my boat is quite imbalanced due to the light weight that it's carrying. All right, there it is. It's Grampy Rabbit's Sailing Club. Wow, that's kind of a mouthful. Oh! All right. I guess Grampy Rabbit is a better sailor than I. It's just like pirates. So here's the man himself, Grampy Rabbit, but he doesn't really look too much like a sailor, so I'm wondering why he's got a sailing club. I don't know, maybe it's just kind of a weekend thing. He looks more like a rabbit. Well, maybe they do consider Edge one of the most thrilling rides, because it seems the park goes from one end to the other in terms of a thrill factor, or I guess the demographics that they're kind of catering to. All the way on that side of the park were the thrill rides, the roller coasters, even some of the flat rides. And over here, Peppa Pig World, it's like Sesame Street. So I don't know, I guess it's laid out in that way for a reason. Glad I started over there before lunch. Got all those out of the way, and I'm almost done with everything here in Peppa Pig World. I'm probably not going to ride the little teeny train. Again, I don't know if I would fit, but I will ride the little horse, the little bobbing horses. It had one of those at Port Aventura. It was super fun and kind of weird. If I can find it, let's go find it. The sign at the beginning of this causeway said "to the watermill," though I kind of feel like I'm entering into a no trespassing zone. There was no sign that said staff only or anything like that. So it does look like this is a guest area, but there is no one over here. There's some pelicans over there, and oh, well, here, let's take a look. Look, there's some pelicans over here, but other than that, it's absolutely deserted, which is a little bit interesting, I'll say. Well, let's go see what's behind the hedge over here. Maybe there is an actual watermill. And yes, right here, just around the corner, just around the river bend, is the watermill. Looks like it's just an exhibit. There's no ride or anything over here, which would kind of explain why there's no one else over here. So let's head over here and check it out for a minute or two, just see what the deal is. And oh wow, okay, there's things running in there. Maybe it is a working watermill. That'd be kind of cool. And yes, indeed, it is running very slowly, and you actually can't see the water dump into the buckets, but here it is. Water enters the wheel here and exits down there, creating this little stream through the forest. And I guess just behind us is the source. This, I guess it's a river over here. Duly noted.
This type of water wheel was invented by Jean-Victor Poncelet in 1823.
Okay, let's go in.
Think of a fruit you'd like on your pancake, George.
Well, that's a disappointment. Alrighty, Princess, I guess that settles it. We're all coming to England. That is the music loop. That's it. That is the music loop. It's driving me crazy. I gotta get out of here for a little bit. I'm gonna head to another section of the park. Maybe. Maybe I'll do one more thing. But yeah, over and over and over again. I just left Peppa Pig World to explore some of the gardens that are over by the entrance to the park. They all look so beautiful, so well manicured. In fact, I have to say that all of the horticulture here at the park is absolutely gorgeous. It's so well taken care of, so well put together. It's absolutely beautiful. So this is a park you can come and just to enjoy the greenery, you know, even if you don't ride any of the rides. So I'm gonna go and check that out maybe after the carousel. It's time for a ride aboard the Regal Carousel aboard my trusty and hearty steed, Barbara. The roller coaster I mentioned earlier that I hadn't seen running, well, it's got a good excuse. It's still under construction. I guess this is going to be called Storm Chaser, and it's going to open next May in a new area, Tornado Springs. Looks like they got a few other attractions in there as well, a swinger and some go-karts maybe, and oh, the flume ride. Well, that's already over there. So this looks pretty cool. Maybe I will come back next year. Who knows? Now this is something you're not likely to find in many theme parks back home. Basically a walk through the forest. Check this out. All the way back there is relatively quiet and peaceful back here. I think the gardens are just ahead, so I'm gonna keep going and see where this leads. Now, even on a rainy, cloudy day like this, I find places like this absolutely gorgeous. Maybe it's because it's part of the English character that I expect, being always so dreary and well manicured. But this is certainly quite lovely and very much a surprise, but not entirely unexpected. And they have this nice spooky Halloween trail through the forest. Pumpkins and ghosts and cobwebs. Oh my. Now it's about 4:30 and the park closes at 5, and I've done pretty much every ride that I can easily fit on. So I'm going to come back and ride, not Velociraptor, Pterodon? Oh, the one from before, the hanging coaster. One more time in the back, and that's it. I'm not going to ride the log flume. That's, yeah, that wasn't going to happen no matter what. So I think this will be my last ride for the day. The gardens were beautiful. And I just saw a little presentation on the history of the park and the estate. All very interesting. Well, all in all, I had a great time here at Paultons Park today. Pretty good. I wish the weather was a little bit better. It's been dripping for about 3 hours now, so I'm probably damp all over. Oh well. Anyway, let me tell you, I prefer Florida rain. Just get in, rain hard, and get it over with. But no, I guess it's not so bad. Well, here we are. Gonna get in line, give it a ride, and that'll be the day. And that was a pretty awesome ride on Flight of the Pterosaur. Got the back row this time, so a little bit faster than before. Definitely a different experience. So there's no lines, pretty much a walk-on. So yeah, if you're here and it's like that, try both, and definitely a winner on that one. So, one more little section of the park I'm just gonna check out. Not gonna ride anything. It's the flume and the swing, which they had at the youth fair. But there's some things over there. Just gonna go take a quick peek before leaving, and they'll probably end up, I don't know, kicking me out because it's almost closing time. Before leaving the park, I decided to stop at Wild Forest for some dinner, and this is the chicken buna. It's, I guess, a chicken curry with rice. And I also got one of these, Innocent Super Smoothie. This is the only one that didn't have apple juice, and apple juice doesn't always work too well for me, so it's pretty good. It's green, so it's all that good type stuff. Anyway, it's a lot more than I expected, but this is perfect because this is my last meal of the day. I'm gonna head back, and I gotta pick one thing up at the Boots across the street, and that's it. Get ready for tomorrow. Ending our day with the obligatory swing through the gift shop. Here's some park essentials. I guess they're just things you might need for the park. They're not really specific characters because there's Paw Patrol, and I don't know what those are, and some Toy Story 4 blankets, and some Paultons Park merch up there. Water bottles and such. No Turvis. Might consider one of those. And here we begin the Peppa Pig. There's way more over there. I guess we won't be seeing this too much anymore. All the Halloween merchandise. I don't see any clearance signs, which I would expect at this point, but who knows? Maybe they're just gonna sit on until next year. All right, this is great. They have Great British Wildlife. So I guess rabbits, and ducks and little things there. And more rabbits and, of course, owls, foxes, and is that a raccoon? Some merchandise from the Little Africa section. I don't think I recorded anything in there. I just kind of walked through. That's where the aviary was. That's probably why I didn't show you anything. But they have two characters from Little Africa, Sahara and Dune. Those are great names. Love it. I guess some things we'll just never be able to escape. We've got a whole rack of Frozen 2 merch. Wow, look at that. Okay, make that 2 racks of Frozen 2 merch. This one's even bigger. All right, last one, I promise. I checked everywhere. 3 racks of Frozen 2 merch. And it looks like Ty has gone all in on the flippable sequins thing. We've got a little owl here. I guess he transitions between purple and turquoise. Look at that. Christmas sweatshirts, little rain jackets, school lunch kits, tea sets and playhouses, stationery kits, and a whole pile of toys. Baby clothes, little person clothes, and big person clothes, backpacks and strollers. And finally, as you'd expect, all the Peppa Pig gear. Well, it is just after 5 o'clock, and as you can see, it is pitch black here. The day is over, the park is closed, and I'm out front waiting for the Uber, which says 15 minutes to get here. I kind of anticipated this, but at least they think they're sending me a ride. I hope they are, because otherwise I don't really have a way to get out of here. So we'll figure it out. But no matter what, it was a great day here at Paultons Park. I did all of the rides I wanted to, all the rides I could. I did skip a lot of the really, really small ones, and there was that one disappointment with the dinosaurs. But had a great 2 rides on, Flight of the Pterodon? I know, the one back there. Front and back, that was totally awesome. The chicken Burma in the restaurant right here was actually pretty good. I would put it just a notch above Universal Quick Service. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't know, I'll just say it again. I had a great time here at Paultons Park. I'm looking forward to someday we can all come here together and have another fantastic and fun day here. So, until then and until tomorrow, until tomorrow, when I will see you then.